What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek. Before I get rolling into the review, I just want to give a big thank you to everybody that is subscribed to the channel. If you aren't, would you consider subscribing? Costs you nothing, and it means the world to me and Jacob. Channel's steadily growing, but we want more input, more people. We want to have a bigger conversation overall. So please, if you're not subscribed, and you're kind of feeling like, just go ahead and do it. It feels good, I promise. But anyways, moving on. Today, I am talking about the most recent and possibly final film in the Child's Play franchise. And that, of course, is the Child's Play remake that was directed by Lars Klevberg. And it was released June 21st of 2019. Spoiler warning is in effect because I am talking spoilers. And a super quick plot synopsis. A young boy befriends a technologically advanced doll that begins killing people. Okay, pretty straightforward, I think. Who is in Child's Play remake? Well, we have Aubrey Plaza as Karen Barkley, Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky, Brian Tyree Henry as Mike Norris, and Gabriel Bateman as Andy Barkley. So, what is good about the Child's Play remake? Well, first thing that always jumps out at me with this one, the kills. The kills in this movie are solid. Like, the dude who gets, like, was it a tiller or something? Like, when he's taking down the Christmas lights at his house, awesome kill. And then the creep maintenance guy at the apartment that Karen and Andy live at, the way he gets it with the table saw, awesome. And then there was all kinds of carnage candy in that final sequence where Chucky is basically taking over all the buddy dolls. And yeah, like the kills in this movie are very good. And one line that I like during one of them, "This is for Tupac." Stab. Laugh every time I see that. But what else do we got here? I did like how they incorporated the doll with today's technology. To a certain extent, because some of it was a little far-fetched, like the doll being able to like summon a car. I thought that was a little bit out there, but just overall, like it's a nanny cam on top of the fact that it's also a Google Home or a Siri on somebody's phone. So I don't feel like they reached too far, but yeah, like the whole car thing, I was like, what? And then Another instance that I'm just now thinking about is what could the doll like could a 5-year-old kid tell this doll, hey, turn the heat up to like 90 degrees, and the doll would do it? Like, I guess I need to be informed more about the parental controls on that thing, but it did make sense for the most part. Lastly, there was not a bad performance in this film. I wasn't like, oh my god, this person can't act. They're god-awful. Why are they in this movie? Did not have any of that. I thought everybody did a good job. But what's bad about Child's Play? The writing. The writing just, for this movie, it felt soulless. Like, I don't know. It felt like, hey, let's just take the first Child's Play. Okay, we're going to change a couple things, and we're going to literally just liposuction all of the frickin' soul that the original had, and then put this out. I was disappointed with the fact that it was just a disgruntled worker that disabled the safeguards. That's how we got Chucky. Some of the jokes in the movie, or the Easter eggs, they weren't great. Because originally, the kid was going to name the doll Han Solo. Mark Hamill is the voice of Chucky. Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker. I was like, come on. You could do better than that. Chucky's look was creepy, and not in a good way. Like, this thing would give me nightmares if my kid had one of those running around. Like, the original rendition of Chucky that was made by Kevin Yeager, it looked like an 80s Cabbage Patch Kid doll, and like when it needed to look scary, it looked scary. It was passable. This was just like, nightmare fuel, but not in a good way by any means. Chucky killed a cat. That's a hard fucking no from this guy. Even in the theaters, I was still like at first when he's strangling the cat, you just see the cat. I was like, oh my fucking God, we're going here. Okay. So that's already massive negative marks against the movie in my mind. Now, I said all the performances were good in this movie. They were. They weren't Oscar-worthy written characters by any means, but a lot of the talent in this movie was just wasted by just bad, lazy writing. Aubrey Plaza, she's literally amazing in everything she's in. What was there? Agatha, the Disney Plus series. She was great in that as Lady Death. And then, of course, Parks and Rec. She just has this weird quirkiness about her. And it seemed like she got to show that maybe once when she's trying to get the doll. But other than that, she was you could have cast anybody in this role. And even Brian Tyree Henry, he is awesome. But Mike Norris just, I don't know, they did not feel good. They did their best with what they could, but I don't know, the characters just, they weren't written well. And Mark Hamill, it sucks to say, but Mark Hamill was a good pickup because, Luke Skywalker, the Joker. Come on. Mark Hamill has just a career that anybody would want to have, but he still couldn't fill the shoes of Brad Dourif. And I guess kudos to him for trying to take it on, because like I said, he didn't do bad, but the voice, I don't know, it just didn't work. Okay, this takes place in Chicago, just like the original. What the hell is a Zed-Mart? I've never even heard of that. Is that real? Probably not. Also, another cheap thing. Just pay a company to be like, hey, this takes place in a Walmart or whatever. God knows they'll take your money. Also, another thing I did not like was Andy being old. Because Alex Vincent was 6 years old in the original, and Andy in this one was 12. Why are you still playing with dolls, dude? I don't know. That, I couldn't suspend my belief that much. Yeah, I already talked about that. And then the typical modern day remake ending, hinting at a sequel, yet nothing comes of it. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the only two I'm going to give you. So I could technically say Texas Chainsaw 2, but he's missing an arm at the end. But they could have done something. He isn't dead. But these modern day remakes of these horror classics, they always think that there's going to be another one, and then there literally never is. And that's just beyond frustrating. So let's just move on to rewatch, buy, and review. Would I rewatch this? No. Actually, this most recent watch of it was the first time I have watched this movie since I saw it in theaters. Because when I saw it in theaters, I was like, yeah, it was okay. But obviously I have more gripes against it now. Would I buy this? I already have, because any collector knows you gotta have a complete collection. It's weird just missing one out of the collection. What score would I give Child's Play Remake? I am going to give this a 4. The movie introduced some interesting ideas, but like I said at the beginning of my What's Bad, it has no soul to it, and it's just a plain old good guy doll that will not kill you and only says 3 unique phrases. So, take it for what it's worth. But that will do it for the Child's Play Remake, guys. Make sure to comment your thoughts down below and drop a like on the video if you had fun with me today. So I enjoyed your company. A whole hell of a lot. And as I said at the beginning of the video, if you are not currently subscribed and would feel inclined to do so, that would mean the world to Jacob and I. And yeah, until next time, have a good one, guys. From the Crypt!